So in the last session, we have seen that we use a lot of energy. But how much is that energy that we are using? We need to quantify it so that we can qualify the impact that each one of us is causing in terms of climate change. So like everything that we use around has a measure. So if you are traveling, we can measure the distances. If you are buying something, we can measure the weight. So like a distance has a many units. There is a centimeter, there is a meter, there is a yard, there is a mile. And similar to that, energy can also be measured in many units. And the matter is even more complicated because there are many sources of energy. So in our daily life, we use energy from the coal, we use energy from the petrol, diesel, LPG, CNG, solar energy, wind energy, and all kind of energy that we use. And therefore, there are different ways to measure it. However, for this, our training on energy and climate, we do not need to know all those energies. There are some very, very small, tiny units of energy like electron volt that we use in semiconductors, and there are huge, big energy units called tons of oil equivalent that we use to identify the amount of energy consumed by a country. So in between the two, there is one very commonly unit of energy is kilowatt hour. By the way, if you look at, and the kilowatt hour is the unit of energy to measure electricity. And if you look at the history of how energy fuels have been converting, long time back there was only a solid fuel in the form of coal, then the liquid fuel came and the gaseous fuel came. And now slowly as we moving and becoming more modern and advanced, it is becoming more and more electricity. So for example, we use electricity for of course our lighting, fan, kitchen appliances, everything. But now more and more people are also using electricity for cooking in the form of induction cook stove. We are now also talking about electric cars. So as what I am saying is, as the world becomes more and more modern, our use of electrical energy in the final form will be more and more. So let us understand how to quantify the electricity or electrical energy. Well, there are four important terms that we need to know when you deal with the electricity. Number one, the power. The power measures what is the capacity of a machine to work. The machine can be anything that performs a work. For example, a light bulb also has a power. A bigger light bulb will have bigger power. Even street light, a bigger white light bulb will be having even bigger power. So there can be a smaller machine with the less power, and there can be a bigger machine with the more power. So power measures the capacity of an appliance to work, and the unit of the power is watt, that we need to know. Second thing is, another important thing when we measure electrical energy is hour, or how much time we are using the appliances. If you are using appliances for the longer duration, it will be taking energy for the longer duration. So hour, the time is important. Then third parameter is a voltage. At what voltage or the potential difference appliance is operating, and the unit of voltage is volt or V. And in our homes, we run all our appliances at 230 volt AC, or in our factories we run it at 440 volt 3-phase AC. So that is the voltage that we should also know about the electrical energy. And the last important parameter is current. How much current flows through the appliance when it is working. So the appliance with the less power will use less current, and appliances with the more power will use more current, right? So for example, fan, which is only taking 60 to 70 watt of power, will take only 1/3 of an ampere current as compared to the geyser, which may be working at 2 kilowatt of power and may take 8 ampere, 10 ampere of current. So these are the four parameters. Power is measured in terms of watt, time is measured in terms of hour, voltage is measured in terms of V or volt, and current is measured in terms of ampere. And with this 4 units, if you play with it, you can actually do many calculations related to energy and power. So, interesting correlation between these units are, for example, a power used by an appliance is a product of voltage and current. So, for example, if your appliance is working at 230 volt, which is normal voltage at our home, and if it is taking 1 ampere of current, then 230 multiplied by 1 is 230 watt. So, unit becomes watt approximately. And there is a most important equation that you should know is this, that the energy consumed by appliance is a product of power and time. So, if the appliance is using 230 watt of power, and if it is running for 10 hours, then the energy used by appliance is 230 watt multiplied by 10. So, 2300 watt hour. So, watt hour is unit of energy. So, similarly, you can do many calculations. If a 100 watt bulb is working for 10 hours, then 100 into 10 is 1000 watt hour is the energy consumed by the appliance. So, one important thing to notice that whenever we talk about electrical energy, there is always a time duration that is coming picture. So, which means that when you talk about energy, you need to talk about whether it is consumed in 1 hour, 1 day, or 1 month, or 1 year. And typically, when we talk about monthly electricity bill, we talk about energy consumed by all our appliances in 1 month duration. So, the time is 1 month. Now, from this discussion, you would know that the energy unit has watt into time, watt into hour, watt hour. But many times, like we do in other units, like the unit of weight is gram and kilogram, the unit of length is meter and kilometer. Similarly, the unit of energy is watt hour and kilowatt hour. So, what does a kilo represent? 1 kilo represents 1000. So, 1 kilowatt hour means 1000 watt hour, or typically 1 kilowatt hour is referred as 1 unit of electricity. So, you know, our monthly electricity bill comes in terms of kilowatt hour. So, if you are a moderate house, then you may be consuming 300 kilowatt hour or 300 unit of electricity. So, this is a sense you should all build about energy unit, and particularly, as I said, we will talk mainly about the electrical energy unit in terms of kilowatt hour, and every other form of energy unit can be converted into kilowatt hour. Alright, so we will learn in the next lecture when we discuss how much energy is used in the house. But one more, when we talk about how much energy is used by individual, by institution, by house, we talk about kilowatt hour. But if you want to talk about how much energy is utilized by a country, then it is a huge thing, isn't it? There are millions and millions of people doing all kind of things. Therefore, if you sum the energy of all the people in the country together, the total energy consumed by the country becomes very big, and therefore we need a bigger unit which can talk about bigger numbers. So, when we talk about energy measured or used by country, we use another term which is called TOE, tons of oil equivalent, or in other terms, the energy contained in 1 ton of oil, and that is why it is referred as TOE. So, when we talk about the country's energy, it is in terms of TOE, and there can be 1000 TOEs, million TOEs, depending on how big the country is, how advanced the country is. So, these are the 2 important units you should really learn and get a significance of it. How many kilowatt hours you individual consume, your house consume, how many TOE your country is consuming. As I said, every unit is connected and correlated with each other. So, we can have a correlation between kilowatt hour and TOE also. So, 1 TOE or 1 ton of oil equivalent is equal to 11,630 kilowatt hour. Simple. And let us remember these 2 relationships, that every energy that you consume, we are going to convert into kilowatt hours so that you get a sense of it. And for the countries, we are going to use tons of oil equivalent so that you get a sense at the country level as well. I hope you will understand how much is the energy that you are consuming and how to measure it. In the next session, we will discuss and quantify how much energy you are consuming at home as an individual. Thank you very much.